Some people saw Ted's face and made up their minds before he ever had a chance. They saw the big head, muscular body, floppy ears, and intense eyes, and somehow that was enough to decide what kind of dog he must be. Pam never understood it. I get frustrated thinking that if he looked different, some of these comments wouldn't exist at all. Because Pam knew something those people didn't. Ted was one of the sweetest, most sensitive souls she had ever met. Ted has a disproportionately large head, huge eyes, and soft, floppy ears that seem almost too big for his face. Whenever someone talks to him, those eyes immediately lock on. He watches, studies, and wants to know everything. "Can you get your head a little closer to me?" Pam would tease. "I feel like we're not really touching each other." Ted would simply stare at her. "Yeah, Teddy's a good boy." Pam and Ted had developed the kind of bond where they barely needed words. I can look at him and know what he's up to, and he can probably look at me and anticipate what I'm gonna do.
Don't bite the pillow, please. Kisses. Thank you. That's nice.
But their story didn't begin with Ted. It began with another dog named Lullaby. Pam adopted Lullaby 9 years earlier, after another owner returned her to the rescue. When I first got her, she was just shut down. Pam decided they would figure things out together. They explored parks, went to the ocean, and experienced the world side by side. Slowly, Lullaby opened up, and in the process, she opened Pam's heart to rescue animals. I started volunteering, and then Ted and his sister showed up. One day, Pam drove to a mall parking lot to pick up the 2 puppies from another volunteer. That's when she saw Ted. He was tiny, only 4 or 5 pounds, with a giant head and oversized ears. Pam thought he looked like a little alien. He was just staring at me. I felt overwhelmed by how adorable and fragile and cute this little thing was. She agreed to foster them for a few weeks. She told herself it was temporary, but somewhere between the first meal, the first night, and the first time a foster looks into your eyes, things can change. Ted never left. Then, right after Pam officially adopted him, everything went wrong. Ted started vomiting and couldn't stop. She rushed him to an emergency vet, and what followed became a terrifying 3-day ordeal. Tests, x-rays, more waiting, and finally, the diagnosis: Ted had a bowel obstruction and needed surgery. He was so little and so young. I remember driving him there, holding him in my arms, thinking, "I plan on being your mom for a long time. We gotta get through this." Pam is a nurse, so she understood the medical side of what was happening. But this wasn't just a patient. This was her baby. The first x-rays cost around $600 or $700. The next bill was more than $5,000 or $6,000. Pam didn't hesitate. Do what you need to do to make him okay. To her, Ted wasn't a possession. He's a sentient being. She was fortunate enough to finance the treatment and eventually pay it off. All she cared about was bringing her puppy home. After days of fear, the veterinarians finally carried Ted back out. Pam saw her tiny little puppy again. That little chicken nugget was only 4 or 5 pounds. Somehow, he made it. He was okay. You would never guess what that tiny puppy would become. Today, Ted is around 50 pounds of pure muscle and athletic energy. He's strong, fast, and learns incredibly quickly. But for all that strength, Ted has another side people might never expect. He's extremely sensitive. He can even be afraid of the strangest things. Once, someone was remodeling a house and had left a toilet sitting outside. Ted saw it and completely panicked. Check it out. Ted stared at the toilet like it was a monster. Yeah, that's just a toilet, buddy. But Ted isn't only sensitive to objects. He's deeply sensitive to people, especially Pam. He wants to be involved in everything she does. If she's making the bed, Ted is there. If she's folding blankets, he's helping. Okay, let me see. Ted gets closer. That's really nice, Ted. You look great.
I'm Pam, and that's Ted.
He still tries to sit in Pam's lap, even though he's far too big now. Why do we have to sit like this? Ted doesn't care. If Mom's lap is available, he wants it. But perhaps the clearest example of who Ted really is happened when Pam cried in front of him. "I've only cried in front of him once," Ted noticed immediately. He moved right into her face and started licking the tears away, one after another. He was removing every tear, Pam remembered, laughing. To the point where I started laughing. Ted didn't understand why. He only knew his mom was crying, and he wanted to make it better.
Yes! I like a good firm handshake.
That's Ted. He wants his people to be okay. His DNA test later revealed that his sister was about 70% American Pit Bull Terrier, 24% American Staffordshire Terrier, and 4% Dalmatian. Pam jokes that maybe the little Dalmatian percentage explains the white fur that sometimes appears when his coat grows out, but DNA can't explain a dog's heart. It can't explain his personality, his kindness, or why strangers who have never met him feel they already know what he's like.
And I don't want you to forget your neck area because I see a lot of puppies where they don't blend.
I don't understand why people have a blanket generalization about how a certain breed is, Pam said. Her belief is simple: give a dog structure, training, patience, and a safe environment, set them up for success. Pam has spent countless hours training Ted because she wants people to see the dog underneath the stereotypes. "I feel like we have higher standards to live up to," she explained. Ted shouldn't have to apologize for how he looks, but Pam wants to give him every chance to succeed.
No, that's not true.
Why is she so rude to you? What happened between you and Alexa though? Like, what do you...
And maybe that's the saddest part. Ted shouldn't have to work harder simply because of the shape of his head or the strength of his body. He shouldn't have to prove that he's good. But Pam doesn't hide him. She doesn't try to make him look smaller or softer. Instead, she brings out what is already there. We're not covering anything, we're accentuating things. She wants people to see the goofy, loving dog she sees every day.
All right, let me see. Okay, I got it. Right here. Did you want that? I think I'm gonna eat it. Sorry, I ate it.
And every day, Ted gives her another reason to love him. He follows her from room to room. He tries to help make the bed. He squeezes his 50-pound body into her lap. He gets nervous around random objects. He learns quickly. He watches everything she does. And most importantly, he notices when she isn't okay. Ted has only been part of Pam's life for about a year and a half, but he has already become impossible to imagine life without. I kiss his head probably 20 times a day.